So anyhow, I said the Padasani able to acquire and no Yankropon Apatra. Democracy, I am before, and I say Yamayan. Kwasi Brody Tim Papa and the Saint Tia, what the vaccination, a bar Abimaimu. Now family plan is also Pono, and you shall bay and a Kwasi Brody share with Chrome and Tia or the Atroyan. A bar say and a gay at Yatese, oh, Yasa Fananara, and the way say Illuminati, and the way say Freemason, and the way say Sunwemu, Ninara, I shall say free. No Brody Tim Pop, our deciding my way Nara, a bar on the Atrabi, and the same way in terms of wake up Africa. Kwasiada way ni kwasiada bia awia dumienu ekopem awia no mienu live on Royal TV eya dwumadia of Apoku Dankoye executive director Edema Freedom Mind Movement and of Israel Nkroma aw coordinator Edema Freedom Mind Movement no ebeka me jaw odami kodua ho na yesim konya no madi dwumadia wo chiame na ensem bia tise no ye gina twekron so abakosem ene ntwere ahodo so na dia mo hu ba bia obibini ufiri enu mu a edro ene soma wo sombo amabrofo sisi ache ebra so se call together twele kaye no etumi bam ne no ana shase oh Freedom Mind Movement dwumadie first wake up Africa dwumadie so praso say ye fa dwumadie live on Royal TV so kwasiada we ni kwasiada bia awia dumie no kopim no mienu na ya jo so adwenche na wasemisa ye ano e dia ma wake up Africa abibi man mo ma yen sore
Enya, I tell for me see on Frey, Asiemra, also roofing company. I had the number one roofing company in Ghana, and it is our person who bought Daiso, and answer for who sit down a person Boswano. For I want to say, you know, I could die also roofing. Say your estimate, and more for Tuno, or Benny Namawa, on you Scabia. That's what you must share also roofing, sir. When a Bassa Harrison, a Gumanus Mucha, is our hero tossa, or the bottom Sumawa, and then we are you, our Alonso self locker, and also the good dinosaur, and Madania Fair, our aluminium self locker, and also the good dinosaur, yopo. So person in here and a good dinosaur. And I say Abelfo, a aluminium truss CB, and a person the good dinosaur. When you are cry, was the roof in the can yopo at the amount, or standing seam, or step tar sheet, or shingless and IBM, or calabonda. Nina, Madame Sobo Ayafe, the Danifaso Eviamudipa, and I'm on you upon me and Tino. They have branches all over the 60 regions in Ghana. No, we are human pop beyond the borders of Ghana. And Intiminia, for also roofing, was 0249 647 748. And 0205 053 365. Ozo Roofing, number one roofing company in Ghana. Ozo Roofing, Waba Amadanso Bo Aya Kono.
Sharon. No akwa de oba na yem ye Herbal Center. Na yem ye Herbal Center e wo Kumasi Ejuso. Ejuso ntombe ne chiwa e wana na yem ye Herbal Center wo. Na yem ye Herbal Center ejumedi a ye die ne se ye hwe ntini mu. Ye boa woni pentini mentini nyankwa. Ntini a eni nkwa ene ye boa sa ntini no. Bi ti se bema ne bema ewu aye koduoto. Oba na yem ye Herbal Center. Obema no so ahodin nim eye dwuma enche na esi ni trase oba na yebe Herbal Center yetumi boawo ma bema ni jane na so emma abasobo bi e wo se ye ma obema no obema no so etumi nya sa abasobo de no na efiri wo kono na yebe Herbal Center eboa hwe wo nipa ntene mu ade bi aye cholesterol fat esisi wu ntini mu kwan ama ntini ntumi nya dwuma sa ne ye no oba na yebe Herbal Center yetumi boawo e wo sa kwan no so ma wundro na ye ha ye dwuma ye di nyina no ye pure organic orthodox medicine bi enim eye natural eduma ne ye nti na yem ye Herbal Center kofa herbal things sonko e dia ba sa thing we wu ya ebo wo huru wuntini mu eye wuntini mu oduma nyina oba woni atenka oba na yem ye Herbal Center ye boawo oba okosinanim kakra bi na wotietim na tenka wo fom oba na yem ye Herbal Center ye boawo sa kwan ni so nyina ma wonya fa hodi na yem ye Herbal Center ye chire kwan e wo Kumasi Ejuso ahemfie no nti wo hwehwe ya abra ho sela
Aquano mana via sabio, aquano mana via sabio, aquano mana via sabio, aquano mana via sabio. Okromoto wa mantias, Sifani wa mantias, Okromoto wa mantias. Onuna oba ye krum se oba betray yamesu. Eche no tongiba. Eche no tiasasi akwanu me. Akwanu mana biasanyo. 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 Okromoto wa mantias. Osibuni wa mantias. Okromoto wa mantias. Onuna oba ye krum se oba betray yamesu. Eche no tongiba. Eche no tiasasi akwanu me. Akwanu mana biasanyo. 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 Okromotowa
Jumedi ya wohwe Wake Up Africa. Na yeda kwesiri bia yede somo no enne so ebre na so. Se wonim se enne yekusia da. Eduwa na wa ye krado se opese wohwe Jumedi papa wo Ghana. And number one show pa wo Ghana dia. And the Wake Up Africa show. The whole Ghana. A jini. Na what we mu no. Se na wonim no we born some so bebre. And that's so the ababa twa so se na wonim. Se na wa ye krado. Se na opese wo tenam. Sa so na mpinifo no so e de be ma. And I kusia dia se na making and the date is 21st August 2002. Now another 21st August 2002 now say we are going to give you a new page of the same topic heavenly science. The heavenly science no yeah that's why our judgment anymore. The judgment no na a new page. That's our page and then there obetin semwa e wo ho. Na ukoso a wo hwe ya so obetumi stream live our Facebook and YouTube. Now obetumi stream live our Facebook Wake Up Africa GH. So also on YouTube so ubetumi streaming live and you see Wake Up Africa GH. And you know me a medi djumedi mu cha me ye fa me Michael Asma. And then send a woman many ad very pa. Is as obetu ati what pa say asofo kan sembi. Nanso unye wa adwen se wodi mani betu fo mati. Se be hwa na se asofo bi aba abonten se asofo nyina ye criminals. Na criminals dia ena je se nkyerechire mu di kire winya no kure bi enim ofopoku dankwa the national executive director Emma Freedom Mind Movement ene na beg di kire Israel enkuruma omo no mkita no kure no na se wa ye krado se de bia behwe Royal TV na wetie na wode omo nsam na ye dwuma ene kure na wodi so ofopoku dankwa de oka no kure ne kire o turodo saa so na ofa Israel oka kire o turodo na mo no se wo sesa wa adwen se wan sesa wa adwen a de ya pese nhunu omoda dan ya che mwani nda ho na tie di omoka eno na nokure wo djumedi ya be so wa ndwumekuo bi ena omo so yasen amiri djumedi esom eye da kwesie de bia na so mo nka ye ho a djumedi ye ntumi fa so eye Israel consort na ga se Israel consort a omo de nyama papa abedwaman so nyama omo de abedwaman so ni nyina ye quantum spectacle na sa quantum spectacle we se kabi na uweni yare me kire se woni ye kusu anadwe unhu ade a me kire usaka sa spectacle bia woni beda ho kan sa so na Israel consort akofa quantum beauty spray na sa quantum beauty spray no enu anie se na unhu enu anie na ade ye no se eye bottle na anie na fe quantum no enu an se be nya nsuo kroje a odi begum na odi gum a ne djumedi edi ni nie se wonya di nsuo no gum pe eno ane se a charge no na charge a de wo mu bia no na wonsunsuanso na me be ka kire we akwada ne ho ayehye me kire se akwada ne ho ayehye pa na udi spray no smack me bi na no ho adefom saa so na wakra wo yere ana se wakra obi so onye bia ne ma na bia embe odi bebe bodi fie no ummedu ntem enti o pese o twintwen so kakra eno ane se nipa koi odi ade bi be spray so enye poison eye ordinary water ya There's a case of ordinary water. Let's just say you use pH water indicator. Now pH water indicator and they indicate the quality of the water. Say be a alkali, and as a chemical, and as a ion, and as a salt. pH indicator between actually and one say uti ano pe na wo dia som nsuo bia pese wo test bia na wo dia som and one be say colors na wa ha no and they betumi detect say nsuo ni quality enu ni so na Israel consult akofa quantum sticker the djumedie pa edi pa na say a fight against radiations na say radiation so ene ni partner na say e de yare e na eba cancer kokram nyade na radiation si aye ka wansin ewo baby phones are use TV aye machines aye wo fie radiation so even maxes here aye telecommunication maxes ni na a form of radiation na mom de be ya obebo ho ban sa yade ebi nkan anase enkofa yade boni bi mbrewo no eno anse wo sabeka quantum spectacle anase quantum sticker na quantum sticker wo saka pair na wo de tale wo fun achi wo de tale wo TV achi anase wo machine bia abe fight ema radiation entumi nya more infect anase infect kurampo ewo so so Israel consult books are akwajiri wa table yi na no omoa na ebo ayen ema edi books yi e kire wo de sese di kire obia obetumi afra Israel consult with 0244 686557 0244 686557 and also obetumi afra Israel consult 020 77 82482 020 77 82482 ejuma ko bi so ho a so man kan ho ana so man nsuan mu a yentimi fa dwumedie embro ozone roofing na ka se ozone roofing a omu dwumedie pa omu di pa enchanse na ka se enchanse a de ade bodan so na ka ho asem de ade bodan so dia ene ozone roofing wo quality roofing system mu a wo de bodan so a eche yie pa because eche yie a ensokura tokura mpa ensokura onte isaze be wanda na ho abra onte se kura se ensoto so quality roofing a me tell so the board dance kura 100 years kura bedu so say ozone roofing wo nyama papa wo dwama so so na yeye herbal clinic a specialist in vein problems say interior area they are there to help you na ade so ko pa na yeye etaye ne pa na say omo use orthodox medicine bia o anka say the herbal way medicine ya no solve problem enko bia say em fa problem bia bro me chance enko for how amane and say sanbi embra abro we use o madru isa say do mo use ni na no herbal na ka say herbal dia Africa na ka say Africa so herbal sa na yeye or the herbal no ebe treat we ya bia na apart from interior there no sa so no pe anase omo ye oba ontumi wo omo so omo boa me betimi awo bema me tese o kan ye dum na kase o kan ye dum anye wani na me patre me kase se bia o bema to na ye ade wo pa simaku me bi na ejina peme sa na wo hwehwe no o pese o fe na ye bia wo hwehwe wo TV screen na se abo se ebo puchi obetumi afre na de sese woni ne kebia no woni naka na obetumi amiti na yare bia ha bia no sa so mo yusu herbal medicine ya elesa yadiri ye ko Cape Coast ye tufa ako Cape Coast ne ko Cape Coast Cape Coast township Cape Coast township radio station ba ko pa gidi pa ye fa the Darling FM na the frequency is 90.9 FM ne ka say 90.9 FM na e chese Cape Coast na kepo je le koso eni ko sie de bia ewo na wo twekopin no nkron enimire sharp PM wo fa Israel nkroma ewo na oho ye die ye wo he no abi no fa Israel kwa akwa ya ma wo obetrache wo no ba bia kwa wo no kure through geopolitical issue prophecy any religious issue ntro eda dawa uhu nukure wo of Israel crowd say utie Darling FM 90.9 enimire bia me chese kwesia da enimire bia na obetrache no wonu no wa trawo no kure se be ya mbe ya ba ana me ka say nya sponsorships dey nya ebi mo frɛ me kɔ so ade mo no ma ebe ma de SSS so be frɛ mo no bi so na obetumi afro of Israel the same sponsorship ya 024468 655 7 0244686557 saa so wobɛtumi afrɛ no 0207782482 wobɛtumi afrɛ no for Israel na deɛ wohwehwɛ biara no a wopɛ sɛ yɛbɔ nyama ho dawuro ma wo no for Israel ne wobɛkasa na deɛ wohu biara no ɔne wadi pɛpɛɛpɛ na yɛkɔto faa nkuro mmiɛnsa na yɛbɛto yɛn ho kakranka ne abobɔ so sɛ na bɛyɛ a wobɛte aseɛ August yɛ mu yɛ 27 August memenda yɛka sɛ 27 August a memenda homeda sɛna Hebrewfoɔ no anim no na wonyɛ Hebrew ni kora mpo a homeda saa da no meba hɔ live ɛwɔ gɔɔ so meba gɔɔ so live na mebɛdu hɔ a class no sɛne ɔmu wɔ anaa saa da bɛkɔ so na obi ɔda gɔɔ so branch na no ɛyɛ Agya Daniel wobɛtumi afrɛ Agya Daniel 0242 745357 0242745357 na baabi a muhyia ɛyɛ snit ɛhɔ na snit hɔ na gɔɔso snit hɔ na ɛhɔ no asɔredan bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo hyia mu na ɔmo kyerɛkyerɛ ɔbɔ adeɛ no korɛ ɛkyerɛ ɔmo mma saa so yɛ branches a ɛwɔ ho yɛwɔ maame bi ɛwɔ ho a ɔno nso ɛhɔ di yɛn branch madam Anika of ho Sokodi ɔno nso wopɛ sɛ wowɔ ho na wopɛ sɛ wohu sɛ ho yɛwɔ branch wɔ hɔ a maame a mebɔɔ ne din yaa no wobɛfrɛ no 0243 321488 0243 321488 wobɛtumi afrɛ no na branch no a wopɛ sɛ ɛba ho no finally no aba abɛdu hɔ wofrɛ no a nhyehyɛeɛ bi a wɔ bia no baabi a ɔmoyɛ mo class bia no ɔno ɛbɛka saa so na yɛnya boafoɔ kɛseɛ paa watumi asponsor yɛn program no ɛyɛ Agya Mr. Romeo Che of Oyoko a ɔwɔ Koforidua wasupporti program yi ɛma mekyerɛ sɛ waboa yɛ ma program yi so ɛkɔ so mpanimfoɔ sɛ menka nkyerɛ sɛ yɛde aseda pɛsie ɛna yɛde ɛma wo ɔbɔ adeɛ mmoa wo na ɔntrɛ wo hyiam na nyɛ sika bebree sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ wobɛhu sɛ dwumadi a yɛdi no ɛyɛ dwumadi ketewa yɛde ase sɛ watumi ayɛ saa ama yɛn yɛso yɛni agye paa mpanimfoɔ sɛ menka nkyerɛ wo sɛ aseda pɛsie ɛyɛ wo dea yɛde ase Agya Romeo yɛkɔ so a abɔ yɛn ho nkayɛ sɛ western north yɛka sɛ western north a the whole western region the north so asan bɛka ho joint service papapa ɛkɔ so joint service papapa ɛbɛkɔ so na joint service ɛbɛkɔ so ɛyɛ on the 10th of September 2022 on the 10th of September 2022 na hifa ana yɛ kwa kwɛ saa joint service at the Royal Paradise Hotel our township mu a yɛfrɛ no Bogoso township and a joint service no. Now all branches here on western north no you must come. Before something I just say then crowd so it's I said no pa bia aba on person catch now we move down so. Now in western north Bogoso eka ho bibia ye kwa joint service no takwa efo eka ho sekwi be kwai atitredie eka ho Asanko Pristia me tell say western region and I say western north branch say ho nyina no ye ba be hiem ewo friend say ba be hiem Bogoso na Bogoso baby e ba koye meeting no Royal Paradise Hotel na obetumi afrem penifo mo da no se na be ya opɛ sɛ unya nkyerɛkyerɛmu bi afrɛ mo a de edika ya fare nkromwa agya nkromwa ne no ma na me bɛbɔ akyerɛ yi ɛno so obetumi afrɛ no na nkyerɛkyerɛmu bi ɛwɔ bia no ɔde ama wo 0240809675 0240809675 agya nkromwa obetumi afrɛ saa se na agya kodwo ampromfi so obetumi afrɛ no ne no ma na 0244086337 0244086337 sana me boy no mo fa ncha me se bia ma mo ne sana wo pen wa saa so na baby aye dunu fa ye kɔ tufa Cape Coast krono a ye fa Twifriman branch so ɛwɔ hɔ pa na baby omuhia Future Hope Preparatory School ɛwɔ Hospital Junction omuhia memeni na bia anapa 10 a.m. sharp baby edu no ye be company for na ye di enadwumedie no so ahyehyɛ so sada me kan beginning Michael Asma enti me company for na ye di enadwumedie no ahyehyɛ so Ofa yi la me ma kwa ba and ejumedi no so. Apo mu
Boko.
Obusuan so pa last week odi asem there be to amanfo adwene mu saa so na amanfo sum efrɛ na call be nyina kyerɛ sɛ nsɛm a waka no ɔmo adwuru mu especially shit na wo kan yɛ no ɔmo adwuru ɔmo pa nti ɛnɛ so ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo tie di mu duru efiri hɔ
metwe ɔmo hwɛ bibia live
gye da ase baba na akɔ aba
ya ni hamak
be obani mi ho
ni aketwa no
ya be fa ne saa Papa, na what you trim no boy, Emma Matias, yes, what was a cow body idea? A whole punishment about some baby. Emma, who say, European countries no crown, a baby no crown, or Maya, ever 2 ball, my mom, $2.50. Emma, on my BG2, a baby man here. Uncle, we are seeing a man who said, you may dear baby, a ma in Shumunam, and I say, see, you come. I'm a baby, maybe saying who said, even when I dare now, and go we are seeing yarn, ever signing a Chiasoka. Now, one bet Chiasoka party among more European country. A hot and a DNC, and I would say and said, and if the dome was to call Akumi, our judgment are a title, yea, now, and who soon so ever obeying platform near Odia, and also young quay.
That's it. Like, you think I bet you have a food,
you, yeah.
Ya can say, and also meet you, share, ya could be
okay.
It will be yes, mountain by if you said she share, if she share, and some my car in it mean now could be ya, as soon be any energy, and a buy. Papa. Last week, Mike, but yeah, you're kind. The Saturday I come about the second trumpet. Oceans, 1/3 of the oceans and more marine life.
Okay.
In the moon, Senya, and near my dear marine.
Okay.
Not the oceans.
Okay.
And so
okay.
The car and could see said, well, could bear moon. Also, but to us, is sure, yes, sir, sure, no more, yes, sir. It's not just said. And there's one third trumpet, because I want to lay soon first media.
Okay.
And a honor, the day Barbie first actually say,
okay.
Yet also if you say, you did car oceans, Mudiano, also be soon by it.
Okay.
Your TV are organ, also organ in Bible, also be actually, just say, yeah.
Okay.
And the accord third trumpet Mudia and your Revelation 8, 10, and 11.
Okay.
Also.
Your Revelation, first chapter, you may read Revelation chapter 8,
verses 10 and 11.
10 and 11. Okay. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. 11. And the name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters, because they were made bitter.
Into wormwood, and Abba. Around Revelation.
Okay.
You have got Deuteronomy 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 29.
Verse 18.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 18. At least there should be among you men or women or family or tribes who had turned away this day from the Lord our God to go and serve the gods of this nation. Lest there should be among you a root that breed gall and wormwood. And wormwood. Yeah.
That's like a wormwood. Revelation. Jeremiah 23:15.
Jeremiah 23:15. Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 15. And also say, therefore that said the Lord of hosts concerning the prophet, behold, I will feed them with wormwood and make them drink the water of gall. For them from the prophet of is the profaners gone forth into the land.
And now when would now what you know run it through and then actually the extent of senior you pollutants you yes sir river bodies it means saying you have a digalam say and so them we can't okay they be the two illegal wood okay in Sukoya chemicals and they say no and one near pesticides no yes yes sense I see a say environment and a sense yes and I got say the other so I become and I could press na all me who senior yes say you are no na who scriptures okay yes sense you no na no in so no and pure beam okay scripture no say I am bitter say yes in so ebenya we so no ebeyi akiri asase okay enti ya kan galam say munyanya na yesisi aso na ya kan na yi aso okay ebize sika ya hwehwe free won ehun hia ye che nsuo no bia ene ese ehun say sa dwuma ye die no oba de kura kan ho asem wa boy kokko e scripture mu a ye ni mu a ye buso ayehwe na galam say na mse kwaku na be kan su ni ayi ya be highlight because me scanning graphic mu reportage bi say the environment no ya say no okay any headlines bi dey address if say ye hear me ni say me ye no matiesi fourth trumpet no okay enu ni me na ya and then me so me start na kwaku so about to me next week enti no but ya do no okay headline newspaper headlines okay yaskania one be screen so mama will listen okay
newspapers headlines galamsey Daily Graphic October 10 2013 real price to pay and your first one okay 10 2013 galamsey the real price to pay bacho Monfa and Toso Mine Yan Why Semwa
okay or the map no okay omu my of me so yeah send na for let's see okay any say galamsey activities are yeah okay and why okay 2013 yes and 2013 yeah second one Daily Graphic back we are October 15 2013 galamsey ya semana yeka the real price to pay again and you see the same price Daily Graphic October 15 2013 galamsey the real price to pay and also yeah river pra
okay
send any city
okay
any galamsey activity okay send ya yesisi
okay
when mu nyina ni nsu a eno ne enu mu
yeah
as you heard no
okay third one also Daily Graphic back here December 19 2013 trading Ghana's water for gold trading Ghana's water for gold and only third one here can was yeah
the environment
yeah
say you okay you turn their koto gold
okay
na again you comfort one
fourth one is Daily Graphic back here April 4th 2017 April 4th 2017 in fact of galamsey so galamsey they aba in fact they aba and here no so here fourth one okay
in an environment means share the human okay
fifth one, see Daily Graphic back here, January 18, 2020. Galamsey operators invade Oda River Forest Reserve. The same Galamsey Omo invade Oda River Forest Reserve and also. Yes,
the last one.
Last one, see Daily Graphic, January 27th, 2020. Galamsey back here. Let us kill these monsters before it kills us. Hey, you say Kunsa Kai France and I'm working you. As I'm on patch. As I'm guess you,
So Mike, with the one me na ba. Say na ya twi adwen asi so say. Ya ka say nya idea ya no na say nsu a na edika. The Toronto Cram, a dicker catcher, a boy coco, papa, and this say, you have to see a big one, and a really you. Now, Mickey, that India, Yabeka, maybe Brazil, any Ghana, any my worst view of if you Portuguese moon a buy or mother woman, okay, or Mokayaka. As you didn't say a yedia, if you say a panel, put a beast cassa for bread. For bread. By way of the betrayal, you better die a whole class of fire. Okay. Now you say Brazil is one year galamsey. I don't mean more, and you may catch you. I any boom. Galamsey can see an almost a crumble galamsey, one year realm, Garim Perus. Hey, maybe on the economy. Garim Perus. Ah, you said Brazil, the World Cup. And yet, one with the World Cup, we are on the Bonka World Cup. Some guys will be crack or see crowd. Sir, why when you hear, young way. Then so, Galamsey, Delhi guy. My market that you become a video. Delhi guide on a kind Galamsey madness break out in Brazil. Hey, Galamsey, Brazil. Hey, young way. Baby, I want my Kiana, maybe can young shake Ghana, assembly bow, son of Galamsey, Yaham quotes. It has seized, we are in Mad Max, warming for Amazon as gold mining. Decade occupy river. Hundreds of illegal gold mining decades converge in search of metal, as one activist described it as a free-for-all Rio de Janeiro, Wednesday 24th November 2001. Environmentalists are demanding urgent action to halt an aquatic gold rush along one of the Amazon River largest tributaries, where hundreds of illegal gold mining dredge have converged in search of precious metal gold. Hey, asemu papa minjampo ha o Brazils, ya anymore, baby, ebo boy, because we are a bizarre, na Meriahu, what are some making? Brazil, multi-million-dollar illegal mining industry has intensified since the 2018 election of Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, a far-right nationalist who backed the white cats, that is the white cat who tore the Amazon rivers and rainforests for gold. As many as 20 million, I said 20,000 green paros are operating within the supporting supposedly protected Yamanum. And I said, Ya na Mina as indigenous reserve in Romania, one of the 9 states that make up the Brazilian Amazon deforestation, has also sought under the same name na Barcelona, so yes, who has stripped back environmental protection and accused of encouraging environmental criminals Amazon distractions. Notes its highest level in 15 years between 2020 and 2021, when an area more than half the size of Wales was lost. And Brazil, they are costing. Amazing forest, Amazon forest, yeah, and the largest, the whole world, you know. Kenya, Ena, Galamsey, and Kosovo. I must say, no, illegal gold mining booms in Brazilian Amazon, harming environment, health, and rivers. Young your first video. Your first video, no, yeah. Take it here. Okay. Our first video is illegal gold mining in Amazon forest, Brazil.
illegal gold mining in the Amazon forest, Brazil. So it be kind of Brazil. Brazil. Here they be kind of Brazil. Africa for you in Brazil now.
Home to diverse flora and fauna. The forest also contains prized minerals including gold. In fact, more than 90% of Brazil's gold mines are located in and around the Amazon. Gold digging sites have spread to reserved areas and indigenous land. The number of both legal and illegal mines have been rising, and they are inflicting irreversible damage on the environment.
Os danos ambientais.
It is very difficult for nature to recover from illegal mining. Even with human intervention, the mercury that is used in extraction brings about other problems in public health, especially for those who live in the shores of the river and in the indigenous population.
Problemas de saúde pública.
The impact is severe. Unregulated activities have led to deforestation and encroachment. Pollution too remains a major issue. Mercury, which is used to separate gold from grit, often leaks into the rivers, threatening trees, animals and the local population. Miners say that they are aware of the risks but are forced to work at the mines due to lack of job opportunities and poverty.
There are no jobs, no good companies to employ us inside Para state. Para is a very rich region with lots of wealth. These gold medals that they won abroad, where does it come from? From our backs.
So what has the government been doing? It appointed a task force which has shut several mining camps. Yet, illegal gold mining continues to thrive. There are nearly 5,000 such sites in the area. Activists say that authorities are not doing enough to curb the issue. They blame President Jair Bolsonaro's environmental policies for the further degradation of the Amazon. This as Bolsonaro has been pushing for expansion of commercial mining in the Amazon. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
ɛnuanom kasamfoni a wohwɛ yie na nkyerɛkyerɛmu a mede mema no wobɛsere nanso fa no saa yɛse na kanim sɛ Africa Ghana nko a na nka yɛtu yɛyɛ galamsey sana kosi kɔkɔɔ koraa na ani gye gold mu koraa mpo si yɛyi ei kosi kɔkɔɔ paa yɛ Brazil a yɛnim no sɛ ɛno de kɛhu na yɛse kosi buroni mu akyɛ yɛakete gɔngɔn sa ɔno koraa tu koraa sen yɛ hwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ no kuro mu o asase no Amazon forest a ya reservoir to for purposely for something no you too ska call send kumasi nika ska call you too over young boy
enti the ewo mu ewo third trumpet say American kwaku de obeba ba be toaso ene wadi the ewo mu nyina enso de aba. Fourth trumpet.
Okay, fourth trumpet.
Revelation 8, 12, 13.
Revelation chapter 8, verse 12 to 13. The fourth trumpet. One hole is past, and behold, there came 2 holes more hereafter. 13. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before God. Okay.
Revelation 8, 12, 13.
Revelation chapter 8, verse 12 and 13. Oh, sorry. Okay. Revelation chapter 8, verse 12 to 13. And the 4th angel sounded, and the 3rd part of the sun was smitten, and the 3rd part of the moon, and the 3rd part of the star, so as the 3rd part of them was darkened, and the day stood not for a 3rd part of it, and the night likewise. 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, 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 to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of another voices of the trumpet of the 3 angels which are yet to sound.
Isaiah 13.
Isaiah 13:10. Okay. Go Jeremiah. Wow. Okay, Isaiah 13
verse 10.
Verse 10. Isaiah verse 13, chapter 13, verse 10. Okay. For the stars of heaven and the constellation therefore shall not give their lights. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Constellations, talk about the solar system.
Okay.
Send your revelation,
okay.
A third part of the sun.
Okay.
A very darkened. Third part of the moon, stars will fall.
Okay.
Matthew 24:29.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the star shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And also,
Joel 2, verses 30 and 31.
Joel chapter 2, verses 30 and 31. Joel, hey, Old Testament. Sorry. Joel chapter 2, is it Joel chapter
2 verses 30 and 31.
Joel chapter 2 verses 30 and 31. Okay.
We now come about the day of the Lord. Oba there, every and order.
Okay.
Order the Yamahan.
Okay.
Order the Yamahan, Gentile nations. And then Roman India order. Roman invade space. Any planet, the planet Earth, the solar system.
Okay.
Roman invade war in their quest. Send over control space any weather. Yesterday, series here can about environmental warfare, any climate warfare, air course, and now erratic climatic conditions. And then shoot on hurricanes, earthquakes, because nipa de nsa akeka saa nneɛma ɛnɛ ɛba ɛkwan bɛɛ na wɔn ba so a wɔn nsa akeka saa nneɛma.
Okay. Joel chapter 2 verse 30 to 31. And I will show wonders in heaven, and I will show wonders in the heaven, and in the earth, blood and fire, and pillars of smoke. 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come.
Empty. When our woman maybe evil minds.
Okay.
And then woman develop technology, sir. One day maneuvers, and they are called space for self-gain. Chromia does not control weather.
Okay.
Chromia does not control space.
Okay.
Senior. Obetumi anya tumi wɔ asase so na wɔtumi akyerɛ mmerɛ a ɛsɛ nsuo ɔbɛsɛ nsuo tɔɔ baabi ɔpɛ esi baabi na awia ɛma baabi na deɛ na ɔmo deɛ ɔmo nyinaa sutu satellites into the outer space edi deɛ satellites ne yɛ ne sɛ ɛsɛnde back data ɛne information. Edi deɛ yɛ sɛ etwa eboni about asasi edi kuro bi a depending on sɛ na wo information send you basa eno na wo hweso na wo design technology kwa uza de ba na boa na weather control fight na ye o mo akasa e ko o benya o di senya o so be manipulate system we know we cover disruption about solar system and the one idea wo and what them say and there na mo go za mo ye to me ba na ba ne bonu wo what's my okay be am say wo de wo didi be see the big bang theory say other crowd the explosion be and the we as by when boni didi a or the assassin one no one ni say obi and the boy as on the lady and said there was an explosion and the company and man by it will be the satellite e ko wie back of data information it is only in the Nigeria any video everything about anyone na go ya eno and akofa electric weather system yaba okay cause we are amodi abiewiem e dia beboa ne ho we say conquer viase also conquer viase we say conquer viase is a wo ya yes no so wa obi atwi no sanya basa ebeka die this is the echoes now ba be kinkai enyema kakra de biba amaka no enyema kakra bi o ha me be say okay de kai satellite asem na e kanti Royal TV now streaming live on Facebook. Wake Up Africa GH. Sasuna. We call YouTuber Wake Up Africa GH. Satellites. Okay. Title is Satellites. Sama Mama subtitle. GPS. Okay. What's the main kind of? Okay. Artificial satellites can be either be unmanned, that is robotic, or manned. The first artificial satellite to be placed in orbit was unmanned, that is Sputnik 1, launched in October 4th, 1957. Okay, Ghana for independence. Okay, by the Soviet Union. Since then, thousands have been sent. Thousands of satellites are now in space. And then the solar system no etimia function. Okay. Since then, thousands have been sent into the Earth's orbit. Various robotic artificial satellites have also been launched into the orbit around Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and then Saturn, as well as around the Moon and the asteroid, that is asteroid. And then spacecraft of this type are used for scientific research and for other purposes such as communication, weather forecasting, navigation, and global positioning, earth resources management, and military intelligence. Examples of manned satellites include space stations, space shield, orbiters circling Earth, and Apollo spacecraft in orbit around the Moon or Earth. Any more kaka ade ba ko yeso tan okodura no yi America. The global positioning system GPS. Eno na ama mobile phone aba. Wo hefa utimi ni obi kasa. Okay. Because maybe awo bia no satellite e be locate. Wo individual no. Maybe awo hye bia wo ye call no. As long as our call no be go through na call ni bana wo ne kasa no. Satellite ya and e be locate. It is any radiatum. Say mobile no aba improve communications there. Ese ehun se satellite Korea Korea akokan ho a e create erratic climatic system.
Okay.
Okay. Your boy and some man, but and so no to the year. Yes, yeah, just a climate change in that account. Now, you must have a house of Ubeka, the Vika crab you have. Meteorological. I
don't see a subhead near meteorological.
The same satellite. If you book, we can book the title.
The solar system exploration.
Solar system exploration.
Meteorological. Yes, the meteorologist initially thought that the satellite would be used primarily to observe cloud patterns and thus provide warning of impending storms. They did not expect space observation to be central to improve the weather forecasting overall. Nevertheless, as the technology of space-based instrumentation become more sophisticated, satellites were called upon to provide three-dimensional profile of additional variables in the atmosphere, including temperature, moisture content, and wind speed. These data have become critical to modern weather forecasting. Meteorological satellites are placed in one of two different kinds of orbits. Satellites in a geostationary orbit provide continuous image of cloud pattern over large areas of Earth's surface. From changes in those patterns, meteorologists can deduce wind speed and locate developing storms. Satellites in lower orbit aligned in north-south direction, called polar orbits, can obtain more detailed data about changing atmospheric conditions. They also provide repetitive global coverage as Earth rotates beneath their orbits. In the United States, military and civilian agencies each have developed independent polar orbiting meteorological satellite system. China, Europe, and Russia also have deployed their own polar orbiting satellites. The United States, Europe, Russia, China, India, and Japan have orbited geostationary meteorological satellites.
Nagaya Koswa, Sani Mera Muyi, and one airborne the military, and one airborne meteorological, and this data name Bano. Now was always show technology. In the new class seeding, and their class last year, shoot to silver iodide, that is a one that now could then issue was all the court, the Nico punish you beer. Nina, a data will never satellite.
Okay.
The anunti. And Amma and Tokwa Abasa Sisu. We are better control weather for an advantage. And it they can come. It is a revelation. Okay. Your cover, oh, air catcher said a third part of the sun may say, we say, stars will fall. So that's starting a car. I said, who will be my person? Then can remember. Then, Emma, maybe. Was me crumbling. And Jack, you did me business. And by the say, then I said, you may ya. Yedia Chua or what their body will you. I must take control. Now, the attorney said, a dear auntie, Anna, Bruni, a dear worry. We question officer. Or you're determined to conquer space for reasons of one in him. Okay. Lady kind. Send them big and kind. Or no theology, big man theory, any. Sir, there was an explosion. Okay. Primordial, another ancient explosion. Okay. What would that quality at it? Oh! Nice, we are saying bye. Only Gideon. Okay. Now, Gideon can see scientists be. And there were few British scientists. Okay. The reference was some kakra. Okay. The man was Stephen Hawking. Okay. Oh no, why? And Rebecca were very famous. Yeah. HSN. Oh yeah, professor theoretical physics. The one Muslim physics at higher levels near Stephen Hawking assembly a country.
Okay.
Because now they were dedicated to a committee who said or study the universe. And you know the original who said, and no bad dear beyond a bow, yes. And the more Mujidi said, or bad dear bow, yes, no, won't to my dream, Namona.
Okay.
Yeah, right, graphic.
And what mean kind now?
Over kind headline date, you know.
Okay, I'm about headlines now.
Not okay, Kakra.
Okay. Where your daily graphic Friday, September 10, 2010. God did not create universe. That's Hawking account. There is no place for God in the theories of the creation of the universe. Professor Stephen Hawking has said. So I don't know count. Okay. Then we continue. He had previously believed in the creator was not incompatible with science, but in a new book, he concludes the Big Bang was an inventable consequence of the law of physics. The ground design, that's part serialized, as the Times says, there is no need to invoke God to set the universe going. Spontaneous creation is the reason there. Is something he conclude. In his new book, an extra of which appears in the Times, Britain's most famous physician or physicist set out to contest Sir Isaac Newton, believed that the universe must have been designed by God, as it could not have spawned out of chose.
And the old moon say, grab this page, you know, you scan it. I'm between the two for the benefit of viewers.
Okay.
For 1 minute.
But 1 minute and I say seconds be crap. But you want to more.
God did not create universe.
I say young couple on a boy we ask you.
Want to I can't.
But you can't no. I away pass or the better swam my pa. Eja or two mine. And the bit to us.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I mean a near barber run.
Okay.
Your awesome.
Okay.
2018 in our Viasi. You Viasi, and our dinner was by 7 or disabled Kakra.
Okay.
And the voice you grab will only use synthesizer and sound out what in Yakasa Amama.
Okay.
And baby, one of Riba, any dear or the GDN airbano. I see because we are quite anymore. Won't send me a baby.
The episode amount for no share here. That is, God did not create universe. Hawking and a casa same way. But the opinion person or children TM farmer and manona or monche send our part graphic. That's it. The jam macho yantuasu.
And the man can wear is one to be found to Subia. You hear a second video.
Your second video I ever share a life of Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, a brother boom seminar, Yansha Senicity and video. Yeah, Barbeshe. Life of Stephen Hawking.
Hawking's life was incredible, even more so because in the 1960s he was diagnosed with ALS or motor neurone disease and given just a few years to live. This rare form of motor neuron disease left him virtually paralysed, unable to express his profound vision of humanity and science without a voice synthesizer.
At one point, I thought I would see the end of physics as we know it, but now I think the wonder of discovery will continue long after I am gone.
But this was never a man bound by his own physical limitations. He revelled in a zero-gravity flight, freeing him, he said, from the confines of his wheelchair. He also wrote a series of children's books about space with his daughter Lucy. He had 2 other children and 3 grandchildren. For more than 3 decades, he was a professor at Cambridge University's Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics, specialising in the study of black holes, and revered as a member of the academic elite. But Professor Hawking also did much to popularise science, playing himself in Star Trek
Just in the opposite direction.
and The Simpsons. In 2014, his life and romance with wife Jane Wilde was depicted on the big screen in the acclaimed film The Theory of Everything.
So the universe getting smaller and smaller, getting denser and denser, hotter and hotter as we...
wind back the clock?
Exactly, wind back the clock.
Hawking consulted on the biodrama, which earned 5 Academy Award nominations and a Best Actor win for Eddie Redmayne for his portrayal of the physicist. Hawking's most famous work, A Brief History of Time, remains one of the best-selling science books ever written, and he was deeply concerned with humanity's survival.
I see great dangers for the human race. There have been a number of times in the past when its survival has been a question of touch and go. The frequency of such occasions is likely to increase in the future. We shall need great care and judgment to negotiate them all successfully. But I'm an optimist. If we can avoid disaster for the next 2 centuries, our species should be safe as we spread into space.
He was, as ever, looking firmly to the future.
Enuanom kasamfoni a wohwe yi Stephen Hawking etimi ka kire wiase se enye obade ene bo wiase na ka se obi obo wiase kura mpo enye obade na wohwe kasamfoni ni nyina ndumedi a madi nyina no omakogiri nyina egu krata so a wo be ya physics o se wotumi sua na ho se Yankopon kura etumi yi na adwene kura afi utirim se na be ya ho se nyama ekoso wiase no wo be yi Yankopon afirim we nyina ya people of omo ye nkofo a they are fighting against obade. Sene be ya wo obetimi aka kire onyanko nipa se sene wiase atie de wote an se bum bibia ba na netese no netese man wiase baaye na before some call for me read message back bi obi di baaye. I say greetings Hebrew Israelite, to your master, to my master of Israel, and to my great master of Opokudankwa from Sefi Fosukrum. In fact, this is the only program creating awareness, cumulating to African total liberation and the way forward to Africans' total freedom. I therefore stand. I want to be with you. Use the platform as you can. Let the people know the truth, and let the people know the truth. This month marks the greater day for you and I to discover the truth. Obviously, the only buy no you. Enkwe, yeah.
The atosu mienu a broni ediasi ne ho so obe conquer space. And say everywhere any data and information one munya through satellites no eno ana atimi ama omanya nyina so obi ede anya wo mo antias efa ewiase anase efa universe ho generally ni fiti asia universe ni origins ni evolution ene dachi se ni besi akọ omufuso niema omagada no nyina no they tell their own story, okay, based on the investigations no omanya no, okay, say ene no ye de say ne beko say ne fiase say ne eko wiwie the dachi kura ebeko akwa wiwie say omonya eno ntiase no eno so ama o astronomers enso so anya o so ntiase so ye kura say de anya no kura ene ebetumi a kire ebre kura universe no mfie dudu kura wadi, okay, ye betumi kura a kire ne size universe no size nyina ati say omunso de omunso enya no a omudi ba betire saa so no mo wa adwin bi nso say enye nkwa de wa asase so ye won nkofo bi nso a wo so space one more outer space ye fre wo mo UFOs, extraterrestrial beings, okay, so kaya almost start ye series bi yiti So okay ET series no. Yeah, image you nani
potipoti
there's no space na aba.
Okay.
When you no ya di siesie wadua mo ade di say the omo kasa nkofo bi ti baabi enye nko na ewo asase su no bi no so wo baabi no ya di asho trim ama wade adi. Enti wade adi dia ene yesi ekoso ni ehunu na yema ehunu say de ya kan no ye moa ye ne akọ wie mu aba na bebebe a o ma je ni research o ma ye nyina o mu nkonkongu baabi ase baabi o baabi ye fe no heavy ene o mu nya hu ato o mu hu other things a o mu ka enti je de ne da ji sa heavy ni ma no edi na sa na me kan no UFOs unidentified flying objects no enu na ye dia ba be film enu so yen konkowe headlines na be min kama se
headlines here UFOs Daily Star May 7 1991 alien are these the first picture of a being from outer space
send your popularize you know omo bamra ne beto oni enhwe
okay eja fato so na yenhwe
o de na ba no
okay hey sa
alien ya so free outer space ne bai yanko enyo odon ko na o hodum yenhwe de to aso me
Christian Messenger volume 6 number 7 1993 man from space meets President Clinton. Man from space meets President Clinton. Hey,
we are Ghana paper Christian Messenger 1993. And you buy say one more space no I can say nye nkwa na ti asase no bi kan ho no eno ho bi na e de church ho
we are the cardie the third one is PMP January 27th and also the by PMP as to February 2nd 2000 January 27th there no and January 27th
say your types wey one year images are one na ho almost space edi wa hu ya be hu enye nko a ene wa asase
creative plan
here
the same 27 February February 2nd 2000 the year 2000 and one so okay yankwe na the fourth one the Spectator November 1st 2008 the wide entity flying objects unidentified flying object UFOs are they from Mars or Venus
and so obi the van we be say as a mo ka say obi no free outer space dia aye bia omo free Mars and also Venus and a buy because images here mo dia kire owura dia obeshia Clinton di amomu hu say ye man banyi ba no bi ho bi baabi aba wa ba na me no chia aye bia kasa be no mkan e omkan brovo na so omunya interpreter bi ohima otimi man komo no course aweni mu nyina no ya jedi ama ya ba Jimmy Carter any record ya ba be kai emra no American president edi onu so kokan say onu kra de wo hu UFO bi ama se de so be president a obema kwa ma ya hwehwe mu ni ehu de tuamu Jimmy Carter be president ni bisa no ibe ma no kam kan security risk de like Jimmy
September 18 Jimmy Carter filed report on UFO sighting. Future President Jimmy Carter files a report with the International UFO Bureau on September 18, 1973, claiming he had seen an unidentified flying object UFO in October 1969. During the presidential campaign of 1976, Carter promised that if elected president, he would encourage the government to release every piece of information about UFOs available to the public and to the scientists. After winning the presidency, though, Carter backed away from this pledge, saying that the release of some information might have defense implications and pose a threat to the national security.
Carter no. Also, Yajedi. Omu di ashe mu se me marking kind headlines keke enumbo de mamia making kan be kan book. Okay. Most Americans believe in intelligent life beyond Earth.
Okay.
Few see UFOs as a major national threat.
Okay.
Another China. Most alien believers think government has kept UFO existence from the public. UFOs exist and might come from beyond Earth, the US said. Will that encourage conspiracy theories? Now the ambassador okay, Ghana ni baako. Also trouble graphic in 17th May 2021. Assembly no okay. The first.
We see a daily graphic here. I see humans not alone in universe. We have company. Sir. I
know they are Ghana new.
Ghana in the account. Daily graphic Ghana in here.
Ghana will be brave or hold on more. What must you say? You won't come outer space.
And you're no cremo. Yeah, kind.
That's the
first two paragraphs now. An event with profound implication for us humans in rapidly unfolding, but much of the world is obvious of it. In June this year, Intelligence Agency of the United States, US, will brief Congress on encounters with extraterrestrial space crafts the country military has had in the past several decades. Evidence that we humans are not alone in the universe have been mounting and argument, and the arguments are very convincing. Earth, our home, planet, orbit, our location, star, the sun, at a distance which allows for liquid water to exist and for temperature to be just right for life to thrive. Astronomers tell us that there are more stars in the visible universe than there are grains of sands on all beaches. May kind last one account. And in all the desert of the world, and that most of them have planetary system. It is therefore inconceivable that it is just our planet alone which has the right condition for life to exist.
That's it. Now, Gamramfa, the last of the UFO, and the man into
the host. Okay.
And all that only aliens own deed to Earth.
Okay. Aliens own deed
to Earth.
Okay.
And they want their planet back.
Last video, no na.
Last video. No, na me dey be cancel bi no bi. Okay. Me ma no tie no ho. Okay. It is a gamna the better so amamia.
Okay.
Humans are not aliens own deed to Earth. Okay. They want their planet back.
Okay.
Picture. PMP.
The aliens person much says assassin.
Assassin you are to so cry or dia. Some they be cancel muntia.
Hey.
And the gamna what to so my.
Assassin you are to see.
I don't know. Now they are too soon. I've been about the kind. Stephen Hawking game.
Okay.
Can't say me. Sir, if we are saying sir, everything you say anytime. Any of them can. How will life on Earth? How life on Earth could end?
Okay.
The whole now over to aliens.
Okay. The other kind. How life on Earth could end. The sun expanding, and then the roach plant. Robots, rods, and a big RIP. aliens prodding the ocean. There is
Stephen Hawking
aliens prodding the ocean. There is every chance that somewhere in billions of galaxies, intelligent being much more superior to ourselves do exist. So if aliens did finally arrive at planet Earth in large numbers, what can we mostly likely expect? Hawking, who helped launch a major effort to search for alien life in the cosmos, thought it more likely that such creatures would come to Earth in search of resources and bent on our destruction. He said, if aliens ever visit us, I think the outcome would be much as when Christopher Columbus first landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. Other cosmologists go further, supposing that the extraterrestrial invaders might plunder a vital natural resources such as the water from our ocean, bring with them pests with a taste for human flesh, or upset our planet or solar system, causing earth destruction.
Entido, when we are more and one more okay, and you have a sassy, and real assassin of a say, Ohana invaders about Nina, ye cooked stories, and only a last video no, ye Baba, a who and I could see Bruni, the Abeshe, a was so. Sir, any unquaniet here. Na Yahweh assassin will say. Na assassin say, young travel men say, and unti and one more to us say. And young such it, yet will be a moon so. Yeah, planet no so, baby, bet me a co, and unti no money a brisse a quambiaso, and so mutimi yama in Nipa, Cotna mass so. Then no. Rebecca was in our next last video. No?
Yeah, especially last video. No, I had the hoax of UFOs invasion of the Earth. But Obi can't send me. I can't send me. I see what some pepe. Now I can't hear Obi also here fighter keke. I said now I know where Abraham Moshe say he doesn't believe God exists. He said when who is said the okay, you know. Say Papa no say on Jin say yango pon e bo no wiase no. To confirm me. I said the universe keep expanding. Papa, keep it up. I'm from Enyandenchira, Central Region. I know, Mammy, here, your video about the host of UFOs invasion of the Earth, and then video, yeah, Babasha, Yereba twice 1 month. Send a bet say, the offer church, the Munano, send aliens, and I think I say, no close and no crew. Video, what you see now for the last subject, not to soon, and send a bear and Tiasen and Bekumi. And as opening, I already affected to my and yen twaso. That's it.
If this account seemed somewhat long despite my efforts to simplify, it was absolutely necessary to get to the subject I mentioned previously. The plot known as the Orion Conspiracy. Our research group is convinced that UFOs constructed by the Americans or the Russians will be used to support an hoax attack on the Earth of extraterrestrial origin. The media taking care of the rest, of course. The reason? Once the threats of international terrorism has dissipated, the war economies of the major powers, with the United States at the head of the pack, will need a new enemy in order to still prosper. War on Earth will be replaced by space war against an enemy from beyond. So then, gentlemen, I thank you. A complete report will be handed to you at the exit. As for me, I'll see you again soon for a second update on a quite different subject. For a second update on a quite different
subject. Say I'm past aliens, he begging him. I will we are see we are. And the Nkrobi and I'm use so much as a target to downplay all this things. Say, I'll be GD. Never put two winning into contest. Say, I'm part and conformity exist. Now, we show video here. Sa terrestrial ya ka wan asemi. Me no enim say oba de boni wiase. The only humanity that exists is you and I. So if something come extraordinary, then it's not coming from God. So they wing now we share graphica and then Nkabeka say Photoshop. In those days, not Photoshop anymore because we share graphic in old timers graphic, and those old timers graphic and now nka true and editing because you see how can alien or Chiobi president security apparatus and ejuma son of a sound and they are some pot in a course language ben or mokan even crano after subject ben or mokan wants them. When natural say BB of course we are here so when you under what na say you do bibi ebe dwananka enti bo wani nda ho wani anda na dia sofo yi kan omutumi nkyere onukura bia o bible no kura mu oni kura say omu dia no krampo onukura bia no omutumi kyere omu interpretation itself no krampo omutumi nkyere mu power say o madwene enti ebe den krampo no meta asam nase onua ofopoku dankwa waba so be ma wate ase saa so no for Israel waba so be ma wate ase waba yenkwe
enti medmanu besi na medmanu besi no Bruni free obo ade kon ye enye ne yo say the obo ade dia ba wiase bia ogina ho say obetutu ase to atu egu na yesu egina ha ka say o kontokwa a o kun egu emfa ni nkusi ba bia ade nti no no ate hodom no ye koso na ebehu wa wotu na aka say ewiase no na ba ya ada na asati one ma at another instance so asabe can say apocalypse e wi ase besei e dey mani me besei ti enhwe baabi ni emfa ebe dey na ba besei enti no wakoka ntokwa ye ne no be ko ntokwa ibedi no so nkonim e dey ahye obo ade ani munyam e dey man bisia
obo ade da wase ofopoku dan kwa ma yehu se ntokwa we enye etuo enye ejan enye sekan na mmom ayantokwa obenya information na so ogbonefo na ba watimi aka je se won sise ya wo sise nyina mi hu dada wo sa wo dada mi se alien bi wo wi asan ya tototo wo boa sa wa na wo pese wo fa kwan bi so na wo dada na wo je ma adwen akwai se wo pese wo saka oba bi a wotumi di bisikiti paano na wo de dada no so sa na wa fa sa kwan no so pese o kire wo say yes o dada Africa bibini mo adwen na ho mo adwene ndawo na esanse kwesi kokko ompa free opese o control esanse oni obo ade asie ni ache na wadwene dawo na hu a osu betimi ni asie ni de ofopoku dan kwa ka kire wi ene de ofa Israel na oba be ka kire wi ka hu se ntokwa kase bi eda wanim na me nje ja ho bia ya bi no ma me read message ba ku bi na me nko ofa Israel ho na ofa Israel na de me say why prepared de ofa kwa mama me hiti more say alien bi be wi ase alien ben me no yetie ye hu alien da na alien bi ba wa die di graphic ama wate ase en so be die die de wo wa ho mesre wa message e ba ya na say ofa I thank you very much for this wonderful program. May God richly bless you for what you are doing. And obviously the other by no ofa you look very handsome today. Thank you very much. I'll say hi people. Statement, I'm very classifying with this first opinion to indicate that this opinion is very awesome. Ofa, keep it up. I like Wake Up program. I love these people anytime I see them. I'm from Kumasi. Yamin Shirao Pasa Okasa. Good afternoon, noble teachers. Can you get someone who can read and understand from back out of your program? Because my humble opinion released that people want to know the truth and let them understand the bit of it. Okay. Hello, Opoku Dankwa. Please, can you explain the black hole of? Okay, Mr. Obekachiro. Wafa, maybe Edu Maminko of Israel. Mamfu Baku in Kahu. Greetings, Pacho Amunya would say. Greetings, teachers. Keep it up. May Yah bless you all for the good work that you are doing. And I like this from Brady. Minim baby, I hope I tell him maybe a dinner. I'm going to correct. Can we say Jumedi at the Bebrewa and Jumakobi and a Koswa, a boy made Jumedi as somewhere that could see the Bia. Now, said that could see the Biano at the Bebrewa and Jumakuya. Israel constant, son of a kind of more my papa power drama so. The Sanyama making obey to me Osaka Bina or your bomb by a son said, the Kosiko wire when you on Gaso Bejao, or Hudie, Trimu and Pamojada. Izan say and then now for Israel wakofa saa nyame nyina aba sene be ya oho beto saa so no ozone roofing papa dia bedwa man so na osabe ka bi na odi abo dance saa so na yamuye herbal clinic center papa omu treat well with all form of diseases bia no ometumi aboa ama watumi asa ho yare baby e fa edu no na say fa bekwa edu no say e ko fa Israel na e ko gina no asem ende fa Israel maba on chen biem
yo medase yo mechia ahwefo nyina
okay
and of mine how I was see a year in 7 days ago no mo maka yankopon boa 10th September
okay
yako western of Bogoso
okay
yeah na yako nhyiemu a emo de pa preparation towards atonement
okay
good and ntino obi a obebia no what the ayi na to jodada yankopon boa 10th September
okay
and the yeba yeba be prepare yankofo no adwene towards the holy atonement
okay
entino obi obebia no omo no ho eno me kasa o unique fm me kasa e 10th be 10th entino edom be nyina no omo prepare say 10th September
okay
good and I yeko
okay
entino obi obebia no onye no ho say oba make no kan kakra
okay
say time no ana emwaye
okay
that we have to rescue na fit me ebo amanfo
okay
ewiase we kro ebeba nsuo ena ma yede tichiri kro ye belefo a omo ba ya mabode oman Ghana mayen kro bia domafo asante akuapem enfante awifo awonwi omu nyina no omo brede kro no because of insuenti omo brede kro and before say water is life say o sensu a o senkwa o say ye pa na ade ayeye no onyankopon panishe ni pa wanhwa wo hu da makochini Ghana ha say hospitals are like enipa gu machine so which is dialysis the no kidney asay amamo da fidie so me yire pani typhoid na pa okumase me yire pani me yire sister pani adamfo pa maame no wo ahensan afi na wa bra na mama yensa ko di America afi die yedie eba no
okay
maame na nya problem
ntumi nchile
they not to afidie so dialysis according to the research say nsuo a part na manipa enya kidney na liver failure nsuo no ya enti maame no me tie me ka je me say maame no obewu ka che me plane maame no onche afa maame na wu
aw
hwe Ghana fontie ni ye pa otumfo nyankopon afa wanya mistake say odi nsuo ma yam alkaline water enti ahemfo aw omhwe program we say yesra wo mo say nyame din mu no mu din hinu dia omunya careful esan say akonya no ejapade e wo fie unana ebedi wi no kwa aye inheritance obe take over into obo ade enyima ho ban nana market amanfo a eyale eco drugstore eco hospitals etonuro they say 70% of their problem no eye water ensu na yanum no I know the catch the plane now listen to me of a can me or say yes say asase nsuo e dey to gold
ani ene kwe sana e Brazil for crazy
sika abedi yenim enti ama ade ama yenkwa utumi ni che no Yes, I know. Go to Western region. The Ekwe, Takwani Lemon, Omusuno, the Donano, aside. Chemicals now, Buffalo, I don't know who do know. I say in Munala.
Cyanide, no.
I say, Nana, Obin say, some bottled water. Session water, a hygienic, and no much idea. Namusum, and no mosque. Timmy, Namusum, and yet cathedra, and yet chapel them one more. Namusum, a way of life.
Okay.
That's why the wisdom says, service to mankind, service to God. God is not a wicked creator. No, my earlier appetite. And then we say, "Engo hospitals are gonna have said, any part of good if you so
the dialysis no.
I don't hear or more liver, I'm kidding. I say, baby, if you want to that's why a week, 1,500 a week. If you want more, we are in the air. But if you want more, a mufie, I'm not to be a mufie, that's all. Now, I am so wicked, I am evil, and I am iniquity. Say, Ghana from penny for you did on minor amamo, I have for a day akunano amamo, not to be protected when you go for the abo, I am my young one. I am evil. And before say, who to me, ever translate, acha, and you, and every water.
Yes, water is life.
Remember what they do, Brazil? Amazon forest, a virgin forest. I am on my now for the oxygen. Yeah, you do. When the catcher say, China for ending as a Gregua, summer boy. Last week, I was here. I know that summer boy, forest, almost sell land, and you. Now, 12 years in it, and from my information, you know, farmer. Also, read my lips. Actually, I'm about 15 years in it.
Okay.
I say a time will come. Ghana has say, you may import water. Okay.
You may cleanse you.
Yeah, look at you. About 15 years in it. 15 years ago, I forgot say, okay, how you say Konua, and how Omane Konua, on Shankom, no, a prediction. Say 15 years ago, Kwame, you better cry in Sue, I'm a Ghana for any piano. And now, listen to Ghana Water and Sewage Corporation. They were more acre. Yeah, Magia. Yeah. If you will say, air corner, may catch a month in that same program will see, move for the wake up. As somebody can be so if you say, what time? The good, you must see over to you. The just will say, no crack, and you catch a month for.
Okay.
Young Frank can send one more Muda.
A bem.
Baby, I know. Awesome religion. Me make Cremonia, me a Christian, me a Christiania, me a Jew, obi so a Hebrew, so na brabo, tan. Now, so them say, service to mankind, service to God. And then near now, you go for Abono, yes, I know. Here, and so, Makia, so Europe, Asia, or we are careful. Protect you on what about this, but Oba say, I hear for. And then government officials, some of them are so wicked to extent say they think about their pockets. People can't there and form.
And say, be angel,
Claudia.
Ghana to experience water scarcity by 2025.
I don't know.
Daily Graphic, 24th March 2015.
How many years now?
Probably if I say
7 years
now.
Thank you.
7 years.
Anyway, I'm saying
Ghana to experience water scarcity by 2025.
Thank you.
See the Ghana Water Company Limited has warned that the country would have severe shortage of water in a decade of immediate steps were not taken to check pollution of its water resources.
Thank you. Almost welcome. We see a area sinala.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We see Friday edition, March 28, 2008, public agenda. Minister warned that water will be source of war unless word acts now.
What it? Area sinala no kunsuo. This area say it to be prepared tentem. Esa dia. Ade area sin si kono. Ensuo ho be den. Make it. Say obi hame. Now that you say be a otubo ho. Na onye super onye careful. Me ka wasa wa hanu ene week ni. Hwe bebre no ano enya cancer because of water. So also abon musuo bia de a ene ba wuntam. Enche obenya obitually. E say ensu a ehede fa machines mu aya dia ba fi say eye good na nti obi anu bi no. Side effect no aye cancer. I'm telling you. Everything that onyaminya nsam no ohwe Bible mu a obi nya 800 years, 700, 500, 400, 300 adentina yanko ade 40 gone too soon. And then small girls of a man onya be 15 years, 20 years of a omutu mu omonsa. Young girl so 14 years innocent girl on 2 months in baby. Now oko schools kwampo dia awreho. Oko schools are boarding schools and share man kwa no market awreho. Ya yo na yes we say ade ya yale. I say o enemy be na wa yale. And as someone before can say, what to eat, what to drink, determine who you are.
Jehudi. Yes, and then okay.
Sure. The American man will come say, or your henny, for Nana, Juma Sapon. Man, if you can't see one salmon, I have for, like you know, but the one old just some day. The pastor sat to us in Sion. Ohene no owo Kumase atonsu don passe
okay
and then wa pa ba wa ye dream amanfo ayale go to hospital you better tell say I hwe nsu awon ni yie
ta
tie ewia se bakontokwa e wo nsu ho
yankwe I say ministers warn the water will be source of war unless word acts now. The world faces a future of water wars unless action is taken to prevent international water shortage and sanitation issues escalating into conflicts.
What?
According to that is Grote Thomas, the International Development Minister, the minister warning came as a collation of 27 international charities marked World Water Day by writing to Gordon Brown demanding action to give fresh water to 1.1 billion people with poor supplies.
I say, I say, no, almost third world countries.
Okay. Maybe our marking.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the coalition of the charities has applied for a global effort to bring running water to the developing world.
To the what?
Developing world.
Developing world. You can't be. I feel the idea. Maybe video be. Now, Brony, see, I really here. Remember, baby, yensa esifom
yo
I'm telling you yeah asem Ghana for kind no Ghana Water and Sewage Corporation for kind no obviously by the year 2025
yes
ya hwe me ya thank you na oyeso a hwade we e buy for na you nyame papa na de ma me onya papa we say 2001
okay
how many years now
2001 almost about 21
years
now
me ka samu a amu say me ka no me facts na me kasa we recently 7 years ago
7 years yes
and on back say ya hwe ni year 2025 3 years coming
3 years
goal
insuo ba kwa atwe
insuo ba den e de amayen sabra na papa anya document say I can't one more that 21 years now
okay
then kind
West water crisis predicted. That is 23rd March 2001.
How many years now? 21 years now. Different film.
It's here, Rebecca.
Quiet.
2 people in this across the world will face water shortage by 2025.
I was the same date, no.
That's 2001.
When by 2001, at for no one can say I'm not predicting. Said 2025. In so many days, I will say. You were 7 years ago. Then also, I can say in so many days, but the year 2025. And it's like Sri Lanka, India. Pakistani, Bangladeshi, I was gonna have say, 2 boys who are the same common. Abem cry. The time went to Brigade. I don't say me.
I say we the Oko Faber BM.
Now, and then we can back and say Ghana Chronicle. I don't say. Sasha what I say now. I'm not for autonomous. The Benoit a binum. Then I say, Mobwa, and you don't believe, or Munum Bilpa. Now, before say, and yet I will try as your father, no, but the zero. And you're slow killing. Oko drugstore, Uto Drew. Oko hospital, I call you Drew. We have to be doing now. Bibi na ekunwo ti na won nom no se bibi enkoso wa you don't drink medicine bibi aso we say nsuo we say eje DDT na onom na wo afaw a gradual process brigade
yes
excellency you and I say what we say encourage na ekonyina no e say nsuo be din ama 3rd and 4th world countries. Omo kan wo
omo de omo yi omo ho
oh na who can can
me hu de
omo say ensuo ba den ama 3rd and 4th world countries
yes
and a brigade also a trust I will say before ehia nsuo papa anom no omo so bua before into the omo abimi ebe nsuo ama omo anom
ofanya betre brigade see when who say abibifuo ehia nsuo ano ya meba abibifuo ehia nsuo ano na nsuo na obenya be nom no eka ye adwum se nka ye nsuo pa but nsuo no eye bini physics na ede ye nsuo
enti no o ka say Muhammad type o me say test you no nsuo ya ede to mo de apple
no yeah
thank you o mo ye no hwa water is water.
Water is water.
Ayensa. Ayensuo. Utumi fa apple. Anya nsuo say me nom na me ho ntɔ me da. We a son of warning. And those who are watching the program and our genuine members. So we tell you. And to brigade say me na me control wiase. Aduane me control. Weather me control. Vaccine, we control. You see, I say Africa. We here in Siano. Now, we don't want to be in Sio. I'm a man. na me sa de ya Africa for omo to mo ye pa video no yan go hema
the measure video no center of Israel Ekano brigade turn physics to water and in the video ya behwe almost brigade what 10 yanga say yembini ama nsu a yenom yanga zani yensuanity are you ready yema yenhwe na yenko.
Bill Gates made a video that went viral. He drank a glass of water that was extracted from human feces.
I'm pretty confident that this was the bottled water.
Well, that was rigged. It was all poop water.
The machine that was used to accomplish this feat was called the Janicki omniprocessor. The omniprocessor is designed to take in human waste and turn it into pathogen-free drinking water as well as electricity and ash. Although the production of drinking water is great, the goal of this project is to improve sanitation for all developing countries. This is because lack of proper sanitation is the cause of hundreds of thousands of deaths around the world. So today, we will be looking at how the omniprocessor actually works in producing drinking water using human fecal matter. But before we begin, do subscribe to our channel for more content ahead. The omniprocessor is a decentralized waste treatment plant that combines three different processes: solid fuel combustion, steam power generation, and water treatment. First, fecal sludge and other wet waste streams enter a dryer where they're boiled to 100 degrees, separating the water vapor and the dry solids. The dry solids are then burned, producing a high-pressured steam. This steam is then sent to a steam engine that powers a generator which produces electricity which powers the omniprocessor. The steam is then converted back into water that is run through a cleaning filter multiple times, producing clean, drinkable water. The electricity generated in this process is not only enough to power the omniprocessor, but it can also be distributed throughout the community for other uses. Furthermore, the leftover ash is not just a waste product and can be used as a fertilizer for soil. Now, all of this is pretty impressive, but the technology has yet to be perfected. In his TED Talk, Peter Janicki addresses the issue of inconsistent fecal matter and how it affects the process. When sewage is more than 85% water, it presents a problem for the sustainability of the omniprocessor. In that case, there simply isn't enough biomass to power the processor, hence requiring fuel from external sources, which could be extremely expensive and unaffordable for developing countries. So, to tackle this problem, Janicki proposed extracting fuel from piles of garbage all around the world. According to him, if we can successfully separate the valuable materials from garbage, we would have free fuel available to power the omniprocessor. Moreover, he claims that if this can be done, then about 4 pounds of garbage will be able to provide 1 pound of diesel. But for now, this remains a problem since it is very difficult to extract usable energy from garbage. The prototype of the omniprocessor is currently located in Dakar, Senegal, and is providing valuable insights for the future of this technology. So, before a full-scale unit of this technology is commercialized, the techniques that are used in it must be refined and tweaked to perfection. And that brings us to the end of this video. Would you drink the water that was extracted from human feces right in front of you? And do you think it is a safe method? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.
Brigade turn physics to water. Watani yanga say yembini aye nsu a yanga say no. Na we edem pa na ebinya free. Awodem pa bemba na ebinya free. asamna amama boto yanga se yembini very zampacho to
okay me kwasa bi I want people to know say if you are we say when you want to say oh sum nyame a be careful na hwe de ewu ye ni yi na nya aso dem ho na nya mosque na nyame no owo nyame sum no ye way of life de ewu ye de ewu di de ewu hye e de che se wo no or represent obade e so represent the devil himself
okay
na say enne onu say wonnom bottled water onnom sachet water cause anana ye papa cause egu ademu ya ka chiro do get na kasa no
okay
ensu amanfo onnom efi abrochire ba men kan bi Medesia
o mezo ma ya hu se video kakra ye hwe ebini na ye dia convert na ye dia ye nsu a ye no make kind message wi kakra as if free the mind movement keeps spreading the truth. I greetings to Ofopoku Dankwa and Israel from Otuam for Yadase there was the Yaba. We should say we thank you a lot and we want you to come over Nyase in Zima. We will sponsor you. We will sponsor South Africa and sponsor Puno. We should say Mr. Ansase Mr. Ansa Obuasi Owusu Ansa. They knew what they were coming to do. All these aliens they are talking about is this existence of the GMO and the other things and LGBT and the rest. Hey, Papa, I don't know. Yeah, cause why you can. We just say a friend for me to be a phrase him, baby. I do know. Phrase him, with a phrase him, I'm ready to phrase him. Hi, Hebrew Rabbi. I'm Francis from Kumasi. I want to know the word of God exists. Existed. I want to know the word of God exists and Jesus. And Yankopon the existed or a spiritual God. But so Jesus now come ask him no dear. Forget no. Yes. A friend from Francis but you be friend with him. Hello. Hello.
Yankopon Shrambo.
On shira also.
No be ni find this. E tere bi ho no a me trust na me dey wa me trust. The program is program a the mission one day program is me me ko asore ko a me dimika. Se maba me trust ni me tia na ma bu keke. Me sana na ayema ni bi na me tia so na me so me to me do tete ngofo. Na ye mekane se me odan de no me be odan pese me ko bi ntini me pese da afaba ba ho no na ka o che na ka o me nko ko na ka me sia o mo no yo ye se me na ba me ka se sia
ya da si bebre eja ya da si baby odan ho bi am se wo hwe screen ase a no ba bi e screw ho na wafa na afre de oye in charge ho na one na akasa enye easy sa se ene ya ma won hu se ubini a woni no excuse me to say that ya need to say nsuo na yere ma wo no enti o ma mo wan hu say most of the waters are ya fi say ya pure ni nyina no e bini enti wan hu sa no e de na sisi say wo ye kan hu say wo koso a wo hwe ya no say wo message na ofrefi pacho baby a ofrefi ni udin me say wa
yo me frefi takwa me de sami
yo eja yanko
yo nichia ofa opoku dankwa
yo eja
na ntemfo a wakana
okay
wabo adwuma ya titi na chi ye serious note pa
yate
yiki ye koso na
yo eja
ya dana fi adwuma pa ne ahofama a wotu no wasi wose obeko tunyo na wa dikiti na dia mema public and so atia fine say ema yem fa ya dwene nko so called western intellectuals na so be bring
okay
if you say omwa na omokoje ni a ye ko mu ina eba
okay
nti yade a ye na mu ina omwa na omo yo advert
okay
omwa na omo di wo omo celebrate wo days
okay
ye wo cancer day we days na ye celebrate. And it's a topic that you want to call Western US next one.
Okay.
At the end of the day, one should hear a crab a point the anchor.
Okay.
Until next US may say, if you could see that we are going to see and talk or your TV. Now, on share a deal through now a hawk and a obia and qua.
Yamriti, I better was it just Sammy. You better was it the contribution I would be a man about this in Shirao. Baby, I do not who say, Koswa phrasing now. I cast some few minutes to be. I'm in fan rapper baby. About your offer for a friend, but you will be offering with me. Hello? Hello, Meton Kaja.
Royal TV.
Bacho, I Royal TV.
I'm say, Ubika, in so say a horse.
Yeah.
And I know my winter and tree.
Okay.
Near Uranakayano, and yet, any day, a second finance a quabiso. The Kanyas are some.
Okay.
There's also no way the Okano. Because, Oman Penny. And I say, Obi a penny room. Let's say, never be costless and ya. Penny neighbor, young work or anything.
Okay.
So, it's an imaginary say, Anka, I saw a papanica, then can you bonnet, Quanso. There's also one can eat, one cannot answer sim, and yet say it's a butter, and the second cassa, as a coffin answer, and you should yes, no, hello. Young Poko be so, Nambra, Galamse, Omotu, young daddy. Na, young fat.
Hello. I'm saying the all can't see us here. The Omo what you are saying now, they say, Ghana higher one, young penny for no ama hokwan, Emma, Obimo, Yusu, your resources, a one, and they say you see a yano. And the son of work as a no crack. Now can you answer Quansu Ben Ban and Corpus or Casa at Beam at today?
So be trending tree is a new program, no so.
Yeah, program, no so be trending tree, and India, yes, yes, but your friend for one friend be your friend in Udin.
Hello, Pacho. Your family ground in Capital Pistia.
Okay, Jayanko.
Pacho, free of animals, the deal to that was opinion no proper no cano.
Okay.
More price of body man or then in qua. Now on flat and channel, this one section of Corona to see.
Okay, you see that. You see that's be na not me cause you have a papa. No say program now work ano. But your platform ni bia. Mesre wa. Ye nka ni mpisen bia wa. But your offer for offer be offer fini wudi mesre wa. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, Ejametonka.
Yeah, but if free or origin, Peropa would do money.
Okay.
Okay, Michia of Fire. Any of Israel.
Yo.
Obadi and Shomupa.
Okay.
Namon Koso, Ndiani.
Okay.
Na education, Omugusa, Muma, Biakono, Special Africa. Whether more free. Obadi in Shomu, now on to Omuquansu.
Okay.
In a beya, on the Koso Atre, Nama, a bit being.
Okay.
I might the crabenya and Quapa. I benya Yamapa. I beya, you let me ask now you are two. I check Accra.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm say baby I do not say a break I break a crack. So a friend will be a phrase one patch will be to me one call bin embryo when I NT also Becca, Mr. Moa. And my a friend
hello.
Yes, me too, Yanko.
Hello.
But you uncle,
Maha, the cassette a Sawaba.
Okay.
So you can be an idea. Obese you know cleanse you if you are breaching one man. Can we say any bin in a one when you are more yet to get no? Then you cry, and grass, Jimmy, am I in the Akata?
I only the best as you be here from yes. My that's it. You have to ask some about I only the impatro, a disclaimer partner, a disclaimer. And but your baby, you know, my main question penny for now, a chat to honor and fed you mediano, Embra, the end. So over Israel. okra ne say ne ene dwumadi a yedi
market yankopon boa 10th September e babogoso
okay
ye ba na na me ba o ye babogoso
okay
Western North Western region na no
okay
omo hia e omo do mani maso beti niema
okay
na nimdie ene peja nipa
okay
nti ye ba ho 10th September
okay
thank you
10th September ye ba bogoso over last word to your children
ntokwa na egusu ayeko
okay
ye kwa mo bo ade nti na nsese ye da se kateni enkosu da bia ye manukure emagin hiri we asitene
ye da se eduanom medini Michael Asma ene dwumedi a ye de somo no edin ede so na say topic a ye kan ho asem ye heavenly science the heavenly science no and the judgment na ye koso ye ka for Israel edma ye ti ase say insu na enom so bebre na e physics
Amuna oba ye krum se oba betray ya mesu eche no to nipa eche no di asase akwanu mana di asase akwanu mana di asase
ko ha obetimi ahwe late stream no so yera wasese onya mbre na watena o TV anim na watie enne ensem a yede brɛ wo obade nhira wo na ma onkwa enkoso yera wase na wato ti send ebesa ehia mu bi bye bye
okroto wa matia sai amuna oba ye krum se oba betray ya mesu eche no to nipa eche no di asase